Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to the hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four corners, pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Yahweh, being the one and only true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai, being the one and only true name of the only begotten Son. Abaratazah, this be another edifying lesson to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from Judah on down to Issachar. We're back here again, continuing our daily verses. And today's verse of the day is John 1:29. It says, the next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of the power, which taketh away the sins of the world. So why was Yahweh Shai referred to the Lamb of the power that taketh away the sins of the whole world? Because what do you do with a lamb? You know, back in those ancient times, Israel, besides eating the lamb, Israel would offer up a lamb that's unblemished as a sacrifice for their sins to be forgiven from the Heavenly Father. Right? So, part of the reasons Yahweh Shai was considered the lamb for sacrifice for Israel, because for one, Jake kept premeditated sin. Jake would think of some wicked thing to do, and then have like their dove or their lamb or their ram put aside to go sacrifice. And then the Lord got tired of that shit, man, because that was premeditating sin just to sacrifice something for the Lord to forgive you. So, Jake was taking something serious and just making it into something wicked, man. And part of the other reason is the only way for the nation of Israel to be able to be redeemed and to be able to be put under grace was for Yahweh Shai to be the ultimate sacrificial lamb. So when it's talking about world, it ain't talking about everybody in the world, including the heathens, because the Lord ain't dealing with the heathens at all, man. Shit. Yahweh Shai ain't even dealing with 2/3 of his people currently that's in Esau's kingdom, man. So if the Lord ain't dealing with 2/3 of his people, what the hell got you thinking he's dealing with the heathens and the wicked, man? Because it tells you in the book of Psalms, Psalms 147, 19 and 20, roughly paraphrasing, when the Lord said, he showed his word unto Jacob, his laws, statutes, and commandments unto Israel. He is not dealt so with any other nation. So there you go, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man, from Judah down to Issachar, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So it says, I'm reading again, John 1:29. The next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming, and saith unto him, John 1:29. The next day Yahweh Shai, the next day John seeth Yahweh Shai coming unto him, and saith, Behold, the Lamb of the power. Yeah, the Lamb of the power. Who's the power? The Heavenly Father, right? Yahweh Shai is the first spirit that was ever created, man. The Most High's only begotten Son. So he's the Lamb of the power, man, right? And it says, which taketh away the sins of the world. So Yahweh Shai being the ultimate sacrificial lamb, took away the sins of the whole nation of Israel, so that we are able to be under grace, to come back in the fold and rehearse the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, man. Right? To show our faith. And to show our faith, we do the works. So faith and works go hand in hand, because of Yahweh Shai's sacrifice, we are no longer under the laws, man. So doing the laws ain't gonna save you. Because if it was solely up to the laws, Jake would never come back to the kingdom, because we cannot keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem and Yahweh Shai perfectly, because we are in captivity. We are not ruling, man. You understand? So Yahweh Shai was that ultimate sacrificial lamb, right? The Most High gave his only begotten son so that his people, the apple of his eye, Yasharallah, is able to be under grace and come back in the fold, man. But only the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai are truly going to rehearse the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities to show their faith, and those are the ones that are going to be saved to make it on the chariots, man. So Abaratazar, this was another edifying lesson to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I want to give all praises, honors, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to the hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four corners, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.